I saw my name mentioned in a forum post and I felt compelled to try and do better than how it described. Also, this video is kind of like a part how I would go and acquire as much gold as possible in 4 days for the Day of the Deadpool gold offers that never happened. Again, I feel I should really kind of explain this video kind of format. This was meant to be like a video of like how much gold I could get in a certain amount of days, and it was meant to be if the gold offers dropped and then I had to save up a load of gold for it. And I wanted to combine it with this particular like notion here where this particular player was saying that only two I've seen hovering around 2 mil gold mark, me and Berraman. Rich because he's been free to play for the last year and so is committed to a relationship. I also work part-time for a games developer making a AAA like first-person shooter game, but that's another story for another day. So can't very well grind arena night and day, which in my opinion is a highly overrated for gold acquisition for time reward perspective. And do bear in mind that's not what I ever do with gold grinding, and for those people that have followed my channel will know about the gold grind video I put out I think last month on that particular subject. It doesn't necessarily point to arena being that particular effective method, which you're going to see in this particular video. So let's kickstart the video of what I wanted to actually present, which is that since the 6th of October, how much gold have I been able to get to this point? And you might be saying, well, it's not much, is it? You were only on 2 mil the other day, so it's not really that good. Aha! Well, this is where things are going to change, in that you're going to see that total there, which says 3 mil 636, and then you're going to look at the time on the screen, which is, if I can get this up, it says it's 3:20. You can't really see it right there, but it's a 3:20. 3:20 p.m. on the 10th of October. And what I'm going to do is in this particular video is kind of like look at like the areas in which I'm doing popping and explaining things as I go, as to changing that 3.6 mil total to the highest I can possibly get. So 4 days, the items I've had to acquire by different means, but I'll tell you about where I've got them from. Let's go. So that potential 1.6 marker, 1.6 mil, has been got from doing EOP and Cavalier difficulty, getting the gold from the paths and as well the objectives from that, because I've just 100%ed those. Let's pop open the Cavalier objective crystals and kind of open up quite a few of these particular crystals, which only gives like 9k gold right there. We've also got some other ones, some other gold crystals, which again I'm going to like pop open for the video. There's 32 at the standard gold ones. I think it's the standard gold ones right there. So again, like we'll pop open them. We then get up to 135k. 2 greater gold crystals, and again these come from doing solo events and getting kind of like rank stuff. That's the other way to kind of like go with that. There's uncollected golden crystals there, 14. I think that comes from like events from like alliance based stuff, which bumps up by 344k, putting us up to 4 mil. Also over the weekend, yes, I did do some arena. I do like to put in a little bit of arena grind because I think I've gone up by 1,000 units in a week since I returned back from having a vacation. It's 7 days away from MCOC grind. I was able to get like a good amount of kind of like milestones from different things. Yes, it gives some gold to it, but I think the main thing that comes off that is battle chips, which I know that we know the particular post said about like, well, it's kind of like it's overrated, but I would like to say if that's the only means of you getting number 1 units and number 2 a good amount of gold, then it does put things into perspective. Also with the notion of where you go with it. Now normally I only go like arena crystals for purchase, but I think for this particular one of yield of what you get back, it may be a case that you go, oh, would you just smash into Thronebreaker? Don't know if you want, but as I said, for me, I'm going with arena crystals because I actually believe in them as a kind of a means to get units, and the thing that I'm like most interested at the moment is units. So that's what I'm going to do, is purchase 60 right off the bat. It's annoying it's not putting us back to the crystals again. I think this is kind of like an ongoing bug that Kabam currently have. Where's my, there we go. So purchase one more to complete there, 61 crystals, pop them open, and there's 56k. There's more units. I mean, I care more about the units than I do the gold, but that's just down to like a personal preference there. Come on, stop swirly whirly. I've got connection issues. I've got energy refill. 180 units, nice. And then at full energy refill, nice. And 294,000 gold added into the total, which if we just back out right there, go to our total, we're up to 4.4 mil. Here's where the sort of cheat comes in, and I did put a calculation out there. Now I could have 100%ed Cavalier in the weekend, but I saw no point because there was no gold offers. But the thing that I was holding out for was selling off the tier 3 class catalyst that I have. I have 1,295 of these crystals, and I was thinking, like, if I open them up and I sell the entirety of them, how much gold I can get. So I start from 4 point, and it is kind of a bit of a cheat to this because it has to imply that everybody's able to get like a load of this stuff, but you could sell stuff that you don't need and kind of add up. And as I said, like, that's something that I have been doing, is saving up these crystals. Serve no purpose in where I'm kind of going my roster, but I could save these. But as I said, for me, this is a personal challenge of how much I could get in a very short space of time. So let's sell this and see how much we go from 4.4 mil right the way up to whatever it is. So let's get on with it. By the way, as I process through this is so much better that we've got open 10, because like at least I don't have to go out and back in again. So I think one of the reasons that these kind of accumulate so much in my time is that I could not be bothered to go out and in to kind of like get these crystals open. And now that we've got like sell from stash, it's better. Apart from the swirly whirly that's going on at the moment for connect. There we go. That's sold 6. And there we go. After doing that, it's up to 6.487 mil. So 6.4 mil. And there we go. After that, I'm up to 6.4 mil. And the great thing about this, I haven't even touched anything on the candy side of things. I've still got 3 more runs, as you can see right there, to do of the side quest if I wanted to, and look to get gold. So that could be, again, another avenue I can go down in order to grab more gold if I needed more at this given time. I also had backup processes in place where I would potentially sell my ISO. Mainly, I would look to sell anything that I get from my 3-star hero crystals and premium hero crystals and 4-star. I don't tend to like to kind of sell a lot of ISO, but I do use it as a potential option if I am desperate and, you know, for those gold offers. That was really kind of like going to be a situation of potential desperation. And I could sell my 1,397 ISO, which, look, on average, if I'm selecting 100 and are coming up at nearly 200k a time, then that could be of benefit, which could garnish an extra 2.54 mil. You know, there's options there. As I kind of like say, like, it's not just about arena. I think that's kind of like a very kind of out there remark. We're not like without incursions in the game at the moment. Incursions is a great place when it's back, and granted it would not have been ready in time for stuff like gold offers, but it's not just about kind of like doing arena. There are other places you can go other than arena to get, you know, gold from it. I just think that obviously for the free-to-play players, there's very little places in order to get units that's kind of like non-arena related. Although I have done a guide about how to kind of get non-arena units, but it's just a good kind of like practice to have a little bit of grind, you know, in different areas that garnish a nice amount of gold. Whether it's gold crystals from things like solo events, and whether or not it's gold from a side quest, whether or not it's gold from a permanent event. And I have definitely still got to do other things with kind of like Act 8.1. And by the way, this video is not about saying like, oh, there's not a gold problem. I'm sure there's very much a case for there is a gold problem within Marvel Contest of Champions. But what I wanted to do is kind of like dispel that there's only one kind of like place to go to get gold, and there are various sources to get gold. Looking forward to incursions coming back. That's what the gold I was able to achieve, or I was looking to achieve for, you know, today, when the, you know, the gold offers were potentially going to end if they did come back. And yeah, as I said, this is the last time I'm going to be mentioning anything about gold offers, but I want to make it like very clear about where you can get gold. It's not just about arena. There are other places you can go apart from arena to get stuff. And yeah, just got to keep your eyes open for the things. Hope you enjoyed this. Very interesting video to kind of do, especially to kind of look at, you know, thought processes on stuff. And yeah, check out some other content which is located on stream right now. And I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.